Hello YouTube, it's GZTV, and we're back with another video, and I think I'm going to take a different approach with this one. We're going to talk about the Post Malone album last, because besides Utopia, obviously not a lot of people are going to give a fuck about this video, because Utopia came out, one of the biggest releases probably of the decade so far, and yeah, I mean, I'll give you guys Post Malone, a little bit of my thoughts. Not a lot of good music besides Utopia coming out this week. I mean, Offset and Cardi B came out with this Jealousy track, which isn't bad. I just don't know how much re-listen value it has. I don't know. We'll see, I guess, as time goes on. I was honestly hoping that Offset would have dropped an album, but I mean, Quavo's coming out with one the next week, so that's cool. Pretty decent week next week. We have Offset and Trippie Redd. So those will be some interesting releases. But Offset, Cardi B, solid. Offset kind of hyped it up for nothing. I thought he was dropping an album with like this type of promo he was doing. But Burna Boy dropped Big 7, obviously a big international artist, kind of going crazy. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about Burna Boy. I mean, he's just a big artist. I listened to the track. It wasn't terrible. It was a vibe. You know, I was driving in my car. Gucci Mane, obviously like the Barbenheimer and the old Oppenheimer craze with the film industry, got some of the rappers tied up into it. And you know, Oppenheimer, Woppenheimer, I mean, Gucci Mane is an absolutely iconic rapper, and yeah, there's a different cover than what I put on the thumbnail, but I thought it would have been funny to kind of put the meme in the thumbnail there. It's not a bad track actually. He was flowing, there were some cool moments. Shout out to Gucci Mane. I mean, he's still going at it. You have to give him credit. He has pretty good longevity as an artist. Although he might not be as poppin' as he was, it's still nice to hear a Gucci Mane song from time to time. Yo Gotti and DJ Drama. I think Yo Gotti's actually getting ready to drop an album with DJ Drama called I Showed You So. He revealed the track list. He's got like Moneybagg Yo, Rich Homie Quan, and yeah, pretty much that. Like all of his like YMG people. Or maybe not. Maybe that's not Yo Gotti. Am I tripping? What the hell? UMG? I don't know. But No Fake Love, not really, not even memorable. There's this is the problem this week, is there's not a lot of tracks that are really memorable. Saweetie, YG, and Tyga dropped a song called Birthday. I think I heard of this before. I'm pretty sure I was like tripping the entire time I don't know, this sounded like a fucking Lotto song. This didn't even sound like it belonged to Saweetie. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm not really sure. You guys can let me know in the comments. Not that you guys are going to watch this. I don't even really mind if you guys watch this video or not. This is just kind of the content for the week. So I'm like, okay, you know, let's get going here. Bia dropped a nice little like mini album, EP, whatever you want to call it, called Really Her. It had Juicy J and Swizz Beatz on it. And obviously a single had singles like London with J. Cole and I'm That Bitch with Timbaland. Bia is a pretty solid rapper. She actually really like tries to be lyrical, which is cool, and you can kind of commend her for that, because not a lot of female artists really do that. I mean, yeah. Nothing much to say about these songs. It's Bia. I have to give her credit. Most of this is just to like let you guys know what big artists are dropping music. I mean, if they're not memorable, they're not really that memorable to me, and that was kind of the situation here. Spot 'em Got 'em dropped Dummy. I haven't heard about Spot 'em Got 'em since they thugging in my Reeboks. You know what I mean? So I don't know. He's cool. I mean, he has a cool cadence, interesting voice. Just nothing memorable about this track and a lot of the tracks he's dropped recently. That Mexican OT, the Latin rapper that has been making waves for, you know, he rolls his R's. It's fucking entertaining. He's got a really interesting, really unique cadence that he brings to the rap game, which is so fucking cool. So I thought I'd check out, you know, the song with Maxo Cream, because I'm not a fan of Maxo Cream, but obviously I've heard some songs, and I respect Maxo Cream, so I thought it would have been interesting to listen to it. Nothing crazy, but it's still entertaining in some sort. Stunner Girl obviously liked that remix. The Like That was a huge song on TikTok, so she's decided to get another trend hopper, French Montana, another feature heavy type of guy that kind of leeches off the industry. I'm not even like trying to hate, it's just how he is. He hops on there, doesn't really do anything with the song. It's still pretty fucking catchy. I'm not gonna lie, this song's not that bad. So yeah, Mick Vert, I'm not sure who that is, but they made a song with ASAP Ferg and Sexy Red. Obviously, Sexy Red is like a huge, huge artist in the music industry right now. And ASAP Ferg, one of the older OGs, not an OG, but you know what I mean. Part of the ASAP mob, changed the style of music in New York and that type of thing. MBNEL dropped like an EP and he had a Young Blue feature. I decided to listen to it. I mean, why not? I don't know. Whatever. Not really much to say there. Ron Suno making the same drill song from The Jump. I'm not a huge fan of Ron Suno, but I guess I'll listen to him every time he drops. I don't know. I'd rather not. I'd rather go without it. G Perico, another artist, kind of like Ron Suno. Not that he's annoying or anything. He's just not my favorite. He dropped Pressure. And the main event is Post Malone, which, to be fair, I don't have a whole lot to say about this album. I mean, it's genre bending, soul bearing. This is his 5th album. It's the first he's recorded since the May 2022 birth of his daughter, and expands on his emotion-heavy sounds in surprising ways, whether through power pop hooks or spare sonics. I don't know what you could really say about this album. I didn't find anything super unique or any thing that was wowed me. I was I was kind of just listening there, sitting like this on my bed, kind of scrolling through TikTok and Twitter and shit. Well, not TikTok because I couldn't do that, like Twitter and all that. But I don't know. It's cool. Shout out to Post Malone. He and his family have relocated to Salt Lake City, which has allowed Post to more fully appreciate the wild ride he's been on since his debut single and getting popular and all that stuff. Post, who largely worked on Austin with pop tunesmith Andrew Watt and his frequent collaborator Louis Bell, wrote songs in a more organic way this time out. He works out chord progressions with his collaborators. Organic way. I mean, he doesn't want to be like an industry plan. He wants to make the music he likes, which is respectable. And there's people on Twitter, commending this album and giving him credit. I'm not going to say it's a shitty album. It's just not an album I'm going to dick ride and say, oh my god, it's one of the best albums. So underrated. I'm not going to sit here and say that because that's just not what I think. And I think Post Malone should have chose a different week anyway. Because as big of an artist as he is, or he was, I guess, Travis Scott hasn't dropped an album in 5 years. I don't know who the hell. I guess Post Malone just shows that he doesn't care, which is cool as well, but yeah. Reaching new frontiers, not just in songwriting, but in pop songwriting. Yeah. Songs that describe those moments where partying gets out of control, were written from a place of after-the-fact self-reflection, blah, blah, blah. You get it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. That's all. That's all for the weekly track roundup. These videos are getting shorter and shorter because we're starting to actually get consistent music weekly. So I'm going to be doing edited videos.